السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم أنزل علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. ربنا إنما مسنا الضر وأنت أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اسألك يا عظيم يا رب العرش العظيم أن تشفي أمة محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. رب الناس اذهب البأس أنت الشافي لا شفاء إلا شفاءك لا يغادر سقما. This is a text that speaks about mind over medicine, proof scientifically that a person has the capacity to provide health and healing choices for themselves. This one speaks directly about spiritual communities and healthy behavioral choices. It says individuals who attend some type of spiritual religious service regularly live 7.5 years or even sometimes 14 to 15 years longer on average than people who never and or rarely attend a religious congregation. People who are part of a spiritual community have also been shown to have healthier metrics or measurements as far as blood pressure is concerned, reduced risk of cardiovascular disease, lower rates of inflicted harm through depression or any type of murder or suicide, lower rates of substance abuses, stronger immune systems. And it says here that spiritual faith-based practices in different communities lead to gather in a tight-knit community that brings health benefits through these shared religious beliefs and is shown to have increased health and sustenance and rates of cancers reduced by 24 to 25% among most people. These lowered the incidences of cardiovascular disease, digestive ailments, respiratory diseases, and every other disease that have been measured since we had the capacity to measure spiritual, religious, faith-based communities. The evidence is so strong that it equaled the effect of stopping smoking and regular exercise. There is no question, it is clear as day, that involvement in spiritual communities prevents isolation and social ailments. The residents of different communities, and these are some of the communities they measured in, have seen positive results year after year after year. There may be other explanations for why people who participate in spiritual communities are more likely to be healthy, and this is simply saying some of the spiritual practices create relaxation responses. And from my perspective, I would understand that God created us and everything we have the ability and capacity to do. Faith in higher power may also induce positive emotions, which counteracts stress and contributes to a stronger physiological body repair. People with higher amounts of faith-based practices are able to experience better health and are able to better cope with loss or any kind of difficulty in life. One study showed that parents who may have had a loss in their family, a passing of someone at any age, are typically able to better cope with those instances of losing a loved one in their life than people who have not engaged in those religious practices or spiritual faith-based practices. Typically, religious people are more apt and able to forgive, which alleviates a lot of negative consequences to people's emotional states. They are also better able to handle emotions that are natural, such as anger or resentment, that trigger a lower stress response, or at least channel the stress in a very positive way, such as praying or donating or pilgrimage or fasting or other types of early in my medicine studies eustress responses as opposed to distress responses. I'll go ahead and stop there. This is not my own work. This is the work of hundreds of years worth of studies, and it's worthwhile